y'all ever be mad at certain situations and God like stop you like either in the middle of it or after, like at the end of the day, and be like, "So, are you done?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Are you done?" And I'm like, "I mean, I guess, what do you mean?" Well, I have. So, but yeah, I be mad at certain situations and like, I don't know. Recently, God was like, "So, I know you know, like I know that you know how you're really supposed to act and how you're really supposed to take this when this happens. So, maybe I have to bring it to your remembrance. So, what does my word say? One, about anger. What does it say about speaking? And what does it say about speaking anger and the righteousness of God? What does it say?" And I'm like, "It says be slow to anger." He's like, "What? I can't hear you. It said what?" I was like, "It says, let us be slow to speak and quick to hear and slow to anger." Didn't make the exact words, but that's what it said. That's what it means. I know. I know. And what does it say about my righteousness? That we cannot, yeah. I know the wrath of the man can't work in your righteousness and all that other stuff. I know. And he said, "So, well, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to do me. That's what I'm trying to do to the fullest, to the fullest." And then he's like, "Yeah, you're supposed to pray for people when they are not operating the way they're supposed to operate. And you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that." And I'm like, I know. But maybe I want it to be me. Just a little bit. But no, really, in all honesty, whenever we are feeling hostile, whenever we are feeling a lot of pressure, whenever we are tired, wherever we are feeling the burdens of life and different things, whether it be hurt, whether it be resentment, whatever, we are supposed to take that to God, you know what I'm saying? Instead of taking out on others or instead of reacting in certain situations, even if we are wrong or right, because on the day to day, the truth of it all is, even though we all have, you know, control over our choices, we still got to think about the influence behind a lot of things that are done through people. It's not always just people, it's them, but it's not always just them, especially if you see it happening a lot. That means there is something there in that place influencing confusion, influencing separation, influencing all these other type spirits and stuff. And we got to learn to basically command these things because we got to allow these things not to have dominion over us. You know what I'm saying? The earth is ours and the fullness thereof. You know what I'm saying? We have the power to command these things to not have control over us, to not run our day, to not make things chaotic constantly, and all these other type feelings that we often have to experience. We can make these things go away. We just got to know what to do, what to speak, and how to do it. Because every time I go into my secret place, which is my prayer shawl, you know, that is where I decompress. That is where I let go. That is where I let go all of my burdens or whatever I'm carrying throughout the day. And it helps. You feel better the next day. Because I notice I can be carrying a lot and I'll just deal with it and I'll just keep going and carrying it like nothing's happening. And, I'll be scrolling on my phone about to just say a prayer and go to sleep. And, I hear, you know, I hear the Holy Spirit's voice. come to me in my head and say, come and see me. You know, basically Christ asking me to come and see him. Come and be in my presence because you need it. You know, there are a lot of people Christ says that to you, but because you're either too tired or you don't recognize the voice or your flesh is basically battling against you and don't want you to go into deep prayer, you don't go. And so you just keep carrying everything and the weight begins to get heavier and heavier and heavier, and you start unloading your burdens and other things onto other people. um, Even the insecurities and the things about you, you start throwing it off on other people, and it makes you not want to self-examine yourself. You put blame on other people instead of self-examining yourself. You put your pain and your hurt on other people instead of self-examining yourself and taking all these things to Christ and letting him take it away, because we can cast things upon people, but 9 times out of 10 we're gonna pick it right back up. But if you actually give it to the person who can take it and cast it away to where it does not come back unless you invite it back, that is the ultimate decompression. That is the ultimate elevation of to get over things and to move forward, you know. And I know a lot of people say, well, the prayer shawl doesn't have power, it's just a piece of cloth. Yeah, but if you pray with that thing all the time, your prayers, just like they're stored up in heaven, it attaches to that. That's like your secret place. That's like your anointed place. It's kind of like your altar, but not really. Just like if you had a closet, your closet would be your altar, because that's where you will go to summon the presence of God. You know, everybody needs a secret place instead of praying out in the open. You need a place where you feel like it's just you and God, and the outside world is closed off. That is the thing of ushering into the presence of God, to be decompressed, to be healed, to be all of that and the above of what you could think of.